Welcome to my music room. I'm Linda Davis, or as my students call me, Miss Davis. Today, I want to share with you my music room. My students start out walking through this door. We have a reward chart for classes to earn game time. As we learn about composers, I put them on that wall. And then back here, we have a little storage room where I keep extra instruments and props and costumes, all sorts of exciting things. And then over here, we have the unpitched instrument wall. And this is where I show the 4 families: shaker, scraper, wood, metal, drum. And then I have all these instruments down here according to those families. And slowly I've been accruing more and more tubanos, so that's exciting. And then over here, we have my little workspace. But right here is new. I fired my Elmo, put that in the storage room, and now I have a dedicated contrabass bar spot, which could possibly be the most favorite instrument and coveted spot to play. And then over here, we have the expectation wall and extra mallets back there. Now this year I did something different. I moved the narrow table from back there, put it across the room, and put a shorter table, which allows better movement around the instruments. As you can see, we have all the barred instruments out right here. Now normally the second table over here on the right would be pushed back when I'm actually having students sit on their spots, but it's out here as if we were going to play. Got the movement wall there, and of course the piano that I play occasionally. And then recorder section. This may or may not happen this year, depending on how COVID works out. So right now it's there just in case. And then over here is where I show everything on my projector. Got the recorder fingerings up above, just in case that happens. Got the paper xylophone there for me to show the children what they need to play. And then also I have the hand signs. So I take those off or put them on depending on where they're at on their learning. And then I've got some tempo signs underneath for music. And this is the music where I play it here is a stereo. And if you noticed, I had a lot of dragons in my room. And this painting was painted by my daughter. It's a painting of Hiccup overlooking Toothless, breathing fire out of that valley. So on the floor, I've done something a little different this year. Last year, we were in chairs, and I had the sit spots all around, and that really worked nicely because the kids were able to stay in a circle by following the dots. Well, I got rid of the chairs, so I decided to keep that circle, but use smaller dots that I cut out on my Cricut machine. And so that we'll see if that helps. And then I already had my own circles. They're not the brand sit spots. And I didn't want to buy extra, so I just used what I had, which meant they weren't all the same color. So in a way, my room looks like confetti was thrown all over it, and I want to vacuum it. But I was thinking that the different colored rows might help, especially the younger students, when I tell their row to stand up, and I can do it by color instead of just numbers. So that is my room, and I'm so glad you came along to take a tour.